Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for coming. I'd like to update the public on the investigation into the VELD concert that occurred this weekend in Downsview Park over Saturday and Sunday. Deputy Saunders and myself over the last 24 hours have put out public appeals for people to come forward and turn over any drugs they may have in their possession that they may have purchased at the festival. I am pleased to say that members are coming forward and turning over narcotics that they have in their possession. And I want to encourage members of the community who have these drugs to please contact the Toronto Police Service at 416-808-7400. That's a homicide squad, or call 222-TIPS and keep these drugs coming in. This is one of the ways that we're going to prevent future either illnesses or deaths. And on that note, I'd like to advise about 2 pills that we've identified that have led to the illnesses described in the earlier press conferences. One of the pills is described as a small brown pill. The other pill is a small clear capsule with a white substance. There has been postmortems completed on our 2 deceased victims. Neither victim had any anatomical cause of death, and the cause of death right now is pending toxicology. To my right, you'll see a URL address, and this is for members of the public to upload any video or still photographs they have from the concert. These images or these videos may seem inconsequential to you, but they might be very important to me. So I'm going to encourage anyone that has any video or photographs from the VELD concert to please upload them at tps.on.ca/VELD. I would appreciate if people would identify themselves and leave some contact info that I can get back at. But the bottom line is I need the pictures. If people could please date and timestamp the photographs of where on the grounds they were taken, that would be of a great assistance to me. I'd now like to introduce Commander Roy Sothens from Toronto EMS.
Good afternoon. Of course, our condolences to the family of the person who has passed away. I'm not able to share with you any personal health information, but I would like to just speak to the issue of what can happen when a foreign chemical is introduced into the body. And of course, if someone buys a drug on the street, one never knows what you're getting. And the body can react in a number of ways, from the mucous membranes becoming overwhelmed to behavioral changes, even slight behavioral changes, leading right to unconsciousness and possibly death. It's a significant disadvantage that the paramedics and the other healthcare staff are placed in when we do not know what the substance is that may have been consumed by the body. And so in that case, what happens is patients are treated symptomatically. The paramedics will focus on protecting the safety of the patient and then preserving life, the vital functions, breathing and circulation, and so on. So it's very, very important that people not consume any product that they don't know what it is. And there's significant risk, and that risk needs to be understood.
Okay, I'll now take any questions.
Have you identified what is in
No, we have not yet. Those will be sent in for testing, and we'll be getting those results as soon as we can.
How many people came forward? About how many people came forward?
1 so far.
And how many people besides the 2 fatalities were affected by this?
15 total. 15 reported, I should say. 15 reported.
In addition to the 2 fatalities, or?
Including.
So how are the other 13 doing?
Some remain in the hospital. I understand that they'll all survive and will make full recoveries, and some have already been released.
What's the symptoms or someone feeling?
From speaking with the witnesses and the victims we have spoke to, just a general feeling of unwellness, pale, faint, and quite a few of them, it led to seizures.
The ones that you've spoken to, have they all said that they've taken either a small brown or a small white capsule?
Yes, unfortunately, some of these people didn't even know what they were taking. We had some people taking upwards of 10 pills, some people picking up pills on the ground.
Are we getting information yet about the possible seller on the property, with the numerous one?
We are. I won't be able to commenting on that time, but yes, we are.
And how are you classifying these deaths right now?
Classifying these deaths? Well, a criminal act has taken place, which is the reason why the homicide squad is investigating this, and I'm not ready to put a label on the classifications of the death yet, other than a non-lawful act has occurred, and I'm investigating this as I would any other homicide.
Is the, sorry.
Do you know at this point if the pills that led to the dying, if they were typical street drugs or if they were adulterated or poisoned in some way?
I don't know that, and that's where my appeal for people who still have these pills comes from. I need to get my hands on these pills so I can get them tested.
When you're saying a legal act has taken place and that's why you're investigating, is the act just selling the drugs or? is
Yes,
it something
yes,
else?
the
So
drug
then,
dealing.
I guess my question would be, in other cases where someone has OD'd or either died or has been seriously injured by drugs, wouldn't they all be considered?
Potentially, but I wasn't involved in those cases, and I can't comment on it.
Just in general, I'm just wondering what is special about these two cases that has homicide investigating at this?
I don't know that it's special. I'm not saying that the homicide squad is the best investigators we have. However, we do handle large-scale investigation. I would definitely classify this as a large-scale investigation. And given our experience and expertise in death investigations, it would make sense that we would lead it.
There have been concerns about these so-called EDM concerts before in Toronto. What security measures were in place in this instance, and do you think that they were adequate?
I can't comment on that. This is going to be part of my investigation, will be that realm as well. I've never dealt with any type of investigation out of a rave before, but that will be things that my team will be looking at.
Is there any link between this incident and the incident at the Rogers Center back in May with the DJ show there and all of the, I believe, 20 people were taken?
I really can't say yes or no. I'm only 24 hours into this, so at this stage, I can't say yes or no.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on what no physiological cause of death means?
No anatomical. That means, yeah, there is no injury sustained to the body, no skeletal reason, no physical reason for this person to die.
And toxicology, you
Pending
expect-
toxicology, right.
And how long would you expect those to take?
CFS has given me their assurance. I'd like to thank CFS. They're going to be working as quick as they can to give me the results. Traditionally, it's a few weeks, and I've been assured that they'll be doing it as quick as possible for me.
Is there any connection between the two deceased at all?
Not that I have yet, no.
Do you have any more information that you can give us on them?
No, not at this time, no.
The families are aware though.
Yes, I've spoken to both families.
Is one family from out of town, not from the GTA?
GTA, yes.
They're both from the GTA?
Yeah, one lives in Toronto, one's in the GTA.
Has the promoter been cooperating with the investigation?
We have not spoken to the promoter yet.
I take it you.
We will be, yes, we will be. And we have spoken to some of their subordinates, and I have every reason to believe they are going to cooperate. We just haven't spoken to the actual people in charge yet.
What about in terms of witnesses or other people who attended the festival? Are they coming forward? Whether they have drugs or not, but just with...
They are, but not necessarily at the rate that I would like. This, one of the promoters, not necessarily the promoter, one of the supervisors in the promotion group said they sold upwards of 30,000 tickets. So there's lots of witnesses out there who I would love to speak to.
Detective Trimble, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. We're going to end the conference right now. If you have any other questions, you can join us afterwards and ask them individually. Thank you. Sergeant Peter Trimble, Trimble, Detective Sergeant with our Homicide Squad, and Commander
Roy Suthons. Suthons is spelled Suthons from the Toronto EMS.